Coming up.
So you looked up and saw he was a felon, and what did you do?
So I confronted him about it, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm a felon, by the way. Like, he just didn't even bother to tell me this.
Once she confronts you with this, what do you say?
Well, she confronted me by blasting it on social media, so she was a real child in that respect.
I didn't say anything that wasn't true. I just wanted to let the community know that there was a felon around town who also was stealing.
Please tell the court why you're here.
Your Honor, I'm here to get money from Samantha because she ruined my life and my daughter's life.
How did she ruin your life?
Online social media bullying. She drummed us out of the community through lies, and there's nothing we can do to get the money back from the moving expenses, the lost security deposit, storage while I was looking for a new place.
So how?
It's her fault.
Tell me what happened. Why is she saying anything about you at all? What happened between you two?
Well, we met when we were at our daughters are the same age. We met at orientation for 8th grade. We started setting up play dates for our daughters, and then over the course of 2 months, we started dating and seeing each other. We were doing some family-like events together. Then my ex-wife was coming into town for 2 weeks as a surprise for my daughter's birthday, her 13th birthday. We were going to plan a party. And I told Samantha that she couldn't come over for those 2 weeks. And she totally acted like a child and blew up on the internet.
He told me while we were in bed together. I was curious, so I looked her up, and that's when I found out he had a felony. I was
So
just
you looked up
confused.
and saw he was a felon, and what did you do?
So I confronted him about it, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm a felon, by the way. Like, he just didn't even bother to tell me this. I could have done my research, sure, but who just
Okay,
thinks
but
that
if it was in
sleeping
his
with a felon?
past,
Well, it was for a domestic dispute.
Okay, so it was for a domestic dispute.
Yes, Your Honor.
So there was domestic violence.
I don't know what was involved, but if you're a felon with a domestic dispute, something had to take place.
So Mr. Jones, once she confronts you with this, what do you say?
Well, she confronted me by blasting it on social media, so she was a real child in that respect.
I didn't say anything that wasn't true, and it's a Facebook group for my community. I just wanted to let the community know that there was a felon around town who also was stealing because my Cartier ring went missing. I always take my ring off. I always put it on the nightstand, and he's even commented on it before. So I just put it on the nightstand. A few nights before, I left it there. I came back, and I asked him where did it go, and he said, you left with it that day. And no, I didn't.
So, Mr. Jones, do you see this in the Facebook group?
Right before I was kicked out of the Facebook group, I saw this post where she was letting everybody know.
Let me see this post.
I'll take all of your evidence, actually.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I didn't say anything that wasn't true.
Thank you. So this is the post. You were telling everybody you just need to be candid. I found out some disturbing information about Thomas Jones. He spent some time in jail. Be very careful of how our kids associate with him and his daughter. And then you write, my Cartier ring has gone missing. I brought it to his house, and now it's nowhere to be found. You also submitted to the court $1,913 receipt for moving expenses, and also it looks like a storage unit for $387. So after that happened, you felt like your daughter
Well, nobody
needed to
came to
leave?
my daughter's birthday party. Nobody would talk to my daughter at school. She was getting bad grades all of a sudden. Nobody would talk to me at my coffee shop.
Okay, I just want to stop it right there because so far, like, I understand wanting to protect your community, protecting your daughter and whatnot, but the thing is that's a little off about me is that she kind of jumped onto this without discussing it directly with him, the guy that she is dating and seeing. And obviously, if the ex-wife, the mother of the daughter, is coming and is going to be staying with him, maybe like things were blown out of proportion. Maybe like exercise some critical thinking. What do you guys think about this? Where do you think it's going to end up? Seems a little suspect. Just a little suspect.
We were literally drummed out of the community. That's when I realized I shouldn't have to pay for any of this because I'm not a thief. She has no proof that I took anything. In fact, my daughter is still friends with her daughter on social media, and there's a screenshot of a tweet of her daughter gloating about stealing the ring.
My daughter did not steal my ring.
So
Her daughter is a thief. In
This
fact,
is a tweet from Madison Nile that says, my mom is such a B. I got the ring. That'll teach her.
She told me that she was mad at me one day, so she just tweeted something.
A defense to defamation is truth. You are a convicted felon. But then I hear your daughter taking a claim in actually taking the ring. And it's for that reason I'm not going to have you collect the full $5,000. But I will say, because you posted that, understanding that there still was a question about how that happened to you, Ms. Nile makes you liable, judgment for the plaintiff, for $1,500. Court is adjourned.
You know, I agree with this judgment because the thing is like it's in his past. And it seems to me that he has moved on from that. And obviously, his ex-wife has some sort of like comfortability with him if she's going to come and stay with him for 2 weeks and see their daughter. You know, it could have been something that was blown out of proportion. It could have been something that maybe something bad did happen, but it is in his past and he's reconciled with his ex. You know, I truly believe that people can change and have the ability to change and become better people despite their past. So it seems to me that this woman just was probably jealous that the ex-wife was going to come and stay with them for 2 weeks and she couldn't come over. She was probably like a little bit jealous, and that triggered this whole spiral effect. So what do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right?